My family process paper is about African American couples, and in particular, translating science into clinical practice. One of the things that, when you begin to look at the literature, disproportionately, the research and information that we know about African American couples and African American marriages have been done by sociologists and demographers. And they have provided some really important insights. For instance, African Americans have the lowest marriage rate and the highest divorce rate of any racial and ethnic group in this country. As a matter of fact, 70% of all African American childbirths are born out of the context of a two-parent household. And so it's really staggering. Excuse me, it's really staggering if you begin to think about the implications of that. And so a lot of work has been done to be able to impact social policy and to be able to figure out what we can do at a structural level to be able to help support the family. And I think that's really important work. I also think, however, that it's incomplete because there is no social policy that is going to change what happens between a couple behind closed doors. And so this paper is really about how to begin to sort of take the important research that was done through a sociological lens and translating that into clinical practice. The other part of this paper is really about trying to find a model and approach that really embraces the complexity that faces African Americans between the history of slavery and all of the economic and structural constraints that are facing our population, as well as realizing that many African Americans that grow up without a healthy model for what does it mean to be in a healthy marriage. And so all of those complexities are an important piece for being able to then figure out how do we begin to intervene. And so I discuss an approach called integrative systemic therapy, which is very systemic and really embraces and leans into that complexity. And so I actually use a case example to help bring that to life to be able to show how you could be able to do that. And then finally, I end with a commentary on African American identity. What does it mean to be African American in the 21st century in the context of going from President Obama to President Trump? And I try to provide some food for thought as to what those implications are, particularly for what does it mean for the African American family, and in particular, African American couples and marriages. So thank you for watching this video, and I hope that you enjoyed the paper. Thank you.